Hello everyone, Leader Dorset Spur here, back with a video today. Something a little bit different, really. I just couldn't help myself. I just have to say something because it's kind of winding me up a little bit. So listen, James Maddison scores a goal. He runs to the camera, does the darts, does a shush, and the rest of the footballing community go into meltdown. And it just really tickles me. It just really tickles me. You've got the Mark Goldbridge guy getting all upset about it. Rory Jennings, another one, getting all upset about it. And it just kind of makes me laugh. Like last night, the Leeds manager goes on the pitch celebrating a 95th minute winner, and he's now in trouble for that. The Arsenal player who sat down and did Haaland's celebration, there was all how disrespectful that is, and he's won nothing, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's going on with football these days, where you can't celebrate? Like, me personally, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I think fair play to you. Roy Keane calls you out. You score a goal, you give him a because ultimately that earns the team 3 points. Yeah, 3 points, you move up to 12th. Okay, so when you're not having a great season. But if you can't celebrate a win, what's the point? What's the point of it all? So, like, there was a player who did the seagull thing. Apparently, that's not very good, inciting the fans. Um, to me, it just makes absolutely no sense why people get so upset about it. Fans spend the whole time giving players abuse, booing them, singing songs about them, singing songs about their family, all that kind of stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, a player does something, and you're going to have a meltdown about it. You can't control yourself. I I think about as a Tottenham fan, right? I think about Jamie Vardy, right? Now I don't like Jamie Vardy. I can't stand the bloke. I've got no allegiance to him or anything like that, right? But he gets dogs abuse because of his wife and all that kind of stuff, right? But every time he comes to Tottenham, he scores a goal, and he always goes pointing to his Premier League badge, giving us all of that. And I think to myself, fair play to you. Fair play to you. Right? If we got, what do you expect him to do? Just go, oh, I'm really sorry. You've hurt my feelings with your hurty words. Come on. The best response that Jamie Vardy can do is what he's doing. And it's exactly the same for James Maddison, right? Now, James Maddison is a decent player, plays good football. I've called him out myself, right? Even if you go back to my last video, I've said myself, right, he has a tendency to go missing, but when James Maddison plays well, Tottenham play well, right? Roy Keane's absolutely right to call him out, and I don't see an issue with that either. I don't see a problem with it at all. I think fair play. Why not? But at the same time as that, he's big enough and ugly enough to take it when James Maddison does something back, and he didn't do anything to him personally. He didn't make it a big deal. But then you've got all these other people, all these social media, YouTube superstars, and all the rest of it, all crying. Oh no, it's disrespectful. It's embarrassing. Okay, like, go to football for fun, for enjoyment. You want to see your team win. I don't care how they win. You know, that wasn't our greatest performance at the weekend, but it's 3 points in the bag against another rival, a decent club. Okay, they're going through a difficult time. So are we. Last season it was Chelsea. They've had a better season this season, although not the greatest. You know, you celebrate their misery in the same way they celebrate our misery. And if you can't have banter in football and you can't have celebrations in football, then you might as well just pack up and go home, in my opinion. You know, I just think, we all love it when Roy Keane's calling out your rivals. when he's taking a piss out of someone else's team. But when he talks about yours, you'll get upset about it. I don't. And like I say, I think for me, fair play to James Maddison for doing what he did. Fair play for Jamie Vardy for doing what he did. The Arsenal lad, I can't think what his name is. Skelly, is it? Is another one. I think, fair play to him because Haaland just has the last laugh. He comes out with the same. Bet you wish you had one of these Premier League medals, right? So he's just giving it back to him, like it's banter. Like when he threw the ball at Jesus' head, again, everyone going about how disrespectful it is and all the rest of it. I'm laughing my head off. I thought it was brilliant. Exactly what you want to see, the stuff like that, because it was what makes football football. It was like if you think about going all the way back when Man United were playing Arsenal, and you've got Keown jumping all over Van Nistelrooy when he missed his penalty and all stuff like that. Like it's banter. The one that kind of sticks in my mind, which I kind of always go back to, is the Adebayor. Right, so Adebayor played for Arsenal. He left Arsenal, went to Man City. He scores a goal. He runs the length of the pitch. He knee slides in front of the Arsenal fans, and he gives it like this. The Arsenal fans lose their minds. They all get upset, they're all shouting and all the rest of it. But it didn't really cause any major problems. No one got hurt. No one got killed or seriously injured or anything like that. They just got hurt. They just got hurt in a passion. But do you think he would have done that if they wasn't giving him banter the whole time? Of course not. It is what it is. You've got to take it. I remember like years and years and years ago when Bournemouth were really, really shit. They were in the second division, and my boys were really, really little, and they'd never been to a football match. So I took them to Bournemouth, and it was the old stadium, and it had old concrete stands and everything else. It was all standing and everything. And the whole time, the fans was giving this player, I can't remember who it was. It's a long time ago. It was giving that, you fat bastard, all this the whole way through the game, right? And you look around, and it's all fat bastards like me, giving him that, you fat bastard, and all this, right? So he literally, they had a corner, and he's standing in front of the goal, and he lifts his shirt up to wipe his face as if to say, I'm, a little bit hot. He goes like that, and then he flexes, and he's got like rippling six pack, a rippling six pack all the way down, right? And you look around at all these people going, you fat bastard, and they're all like 15, 16 stone, pint and a pie, that kind of thing, giving this professional footballer, albeit lower division, loads of stick. But he took it in all fun, right? In banter, because that's what it's all about. And I just don't get it that we are sanitizing our whole lives. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with anything like racist or sexist or homophobic or any of that kind of stuff, right? There's some kind of stuff that you don't really want to get involved in, but banter to put a player off. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of you being there. You're to support your team, put off the other team. And when you score a goal in the last minute or in the first minute, even, that's the whole point of being there. So I just find it comical. But listen, I just had to get it off my chest because you watch it, read it on social media, and some of the YouTube videos and TikToks and all that you see, people calling it out and saying it's embarrassing and all the rest of it. Well, for me, I think you may as well not bother. You may as well not bother with football because it is clearly not for you. Up the Spurs.